shine. Make sure you always wear the sunscreen when you're outside, and stay safe. Of course, big weekend because of course high school football, college football kicking off, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah,
it's that time of year.
College football kicked off last night.
Yes, yep.
So it's pretty exciting, and it really doesn't look like the unofficial end of summer.
I don't like
83
to think
degrees.
of it like that, but yeah, it's that time of year. Can't believe it's September already.
I was just telling everyone before how fast this whole summer is going, but we definitely didn't miss the heat this summer. It definitely hit us here in our area, and at least Labor Day weekend, if you're going to call it the unofficial last day of summer, it's a nice day to end it, so that's all that matters. All right, have a great weekend, and of course, be safe out there, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2015 season premiere of high school football on WILN. Tonight, the Crusaders of Coughlin play host to the new look Cougars of Hazleton area. You are looking live at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, week number 1 of the high school football season for 2015. Before we introduce ourselves, we'll head down to the field. The referee tonight is Mr. Mike Monahan, and he's got tonight's opening coin toss.
Yeah. No, that's Ciro Senti. Ciro Senti. It's on your starting lineup. C-I-R-O. C-I-N-T-I.
And as you saw from referee Mike Monahan, the Crusaders won the toss. Head coach Ciro Senti wants the football to start the 2015 season. We thank you for joining us for another season of high school football here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Gabriella Justin on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. And Joe, I mentioned new look Hazleton area Cougars, and I meant it in a physical standpoint. Brand new uniforms, along with the gray helmets, as Coach Brennan said, go back to the school colors, and very color coordinated according to the school colors is this new look Hazleton area uniform.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a team last year with 1 win. Obviously, Coach Brennan's first year there. Now in his second year, wants to pick up the pace, wants the players to pick up the pace. Interesting, Ciro Senti, the head coach at Coughlin, a lot of people back on offense. He wants the ball.
We mentioned Mike Monahan is tonight's referee, the umpire Jim Gordon, the linesman Bill Downey, Bob Polachek is the line judge, Rich Pichetti, the field judge, Jack Jones is tonight's side judge.
Marty, you know what's going to be interesting? Coughlin has been a run-oriented football team. They have a lot of people back at wide receiver, quarterback. It'd be interesting to see if they go to the air more frequently than they have in the past.
Got Jacob Soler back at quarterback, some skilled receivers back, but Ciro Senti in his, I can't believe I'm saying this, his 10th year here at Coughlin If there's ever been a thing with Coughlin and Coach Cinti, I got to believe they're going to run the ball in a very familiar name, sophomore Jake Cole.
Jake Cole is the tailback.
Back deep for Coughlin in the red. Number 3, Chris Wright. Number 26, the aforementioned Jake Cole. In the white for Hazleton as they go from right to left on your screen. Senior Tristan Williams, number 14, will be kicking it away. And we're just about set for kickoff.
Waiting for Gabby.
Tristan Williams gets the football.
Coughlin's offensive line, Marty. A couple of juniors, only one senior. The center, McManus. So they have some experience up front.
And the anchor will be Ryan Salt, son of former NFL player Ron Salt. Williams kicks off the 2015 season. It's underway. This is Wright back to the 3, loses the football, picks it up at the 2. He's across the 10, right across the 20, and hit hard and brought down at about the 23-yard line. Matt Sutton with the first big hit of the season.
I'll tell you what, Matt Sutton got down there. One of the things that happened with drop ball, many times the kickoff team will over pursue. That almost happened there, but Sutton came up with a big hit. 23, their own.
As we mentioned, returning starting quarterback Jacob Solar out of the gun. Going in motion to the top of your screen is Brown. This is Solar up the middle. Solar is going to get about 3 yards to the 26. Brian Manzola read it well and brought him down.
Manzola right there, but the motion went away from Manzola. He had nobody on him. If he would have closed quicker, they might have been a loss in the play. As it was, Solar picked up about 3.
Got a look at that Coughlin offense. Ken Zakowski, Marinko, McManus, the lone senior on the line, Sultan Orlani. Vozdovic is the tight end. Solar, King, and Cole in the backfield. Zalafi and Brown the receivers. 2nd down and 7 from the Crusader 26. And the handoff, making the first carry of the night, is Zach King. King will get a gain of about 2.
Coughlin in that sort of pistol offense. Quarterback not back as far from the center as he would be in a shotgun type offense.
Third down and 5 coming up for the Crusaders. There's nothing quite like opening night, is there, John?
I'll tell you what, as a coach, really can't beat it. Opening game is always a big part of your season.
Solar rolls right, looks to throw downfield, and it is incomplete. Looking for Vozdovic, the tight end. On the coverage was Adrian Otero.
Otero was able to get back. Had his back turned but got his arm up. Did not interfere. No call. 4th down for Coughlin.
And
so
it must be a big night. We see Hazleton area head girls basketball coach Joe Gavio here, and he just happens to be standing in my way. We'd like to have him sit down.
Jolton Joe Gavio.
Back deep for Hazleton area, number 1, Aaron Kelmer. Number 2, Hunter Van Blargen. Van Blargen calls for the fair catch at his own 40-yard line. Vozdovic punted it away, but the Cougars, after a 3-and-out defensively, will come out 1st and 10 from their own 41. 10:15 remaining in the opening quarter. We thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN. So here come the Cougars with a new starting quarterback in Hunter Van Blargen. Adrian Otero, new tailback, as both Ryan Heller and Zach Zukowski have graduated. Basic in motion to the top of your screen. Van Blargen is going to pass, pumps once, looking for Cabrera, and just out of his reach, incomplete. Solar came over from his safety position to defend the pass.
Solar did a great job getting over. I'll tell you what, wasn't a bad ball. Drifted out of bounds, going for a big hit right away. Van Blargen got it up there. Good, decent blocking up front, Marty. And Cougars look like they're, as we have a whistle, official timeout.
Well, Solar had an equipment problem. He was late getting back in the formation, so the officials stopped the play clock. 2nd and 10. And the first carry is by Otero for a gain of about 3 to the 44. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Cougars.
Marty, we've seen Otero last year a couple of times, played a lot, like him a lot. I think he's a 6'1", 210-pound sophomore. Plays linebacker as well as some linebacker as well as tailback.
On the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, approaching 9.5 minutes remaining in a scoreless first quarter. 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Van Blargen out of the gun. Gives to Otero. Otero has some running room. He's across midfield, and he's down the sideline. Otero inside the 30, brought down by Solar. Good for the first. Harries, you pull it. Cougar first down of the season.
I'm going to tell you what makes the play, Marty. I say this more and more as I watch that offense. What makes the play is the quarterback handling the ball. Defense can't find the ball. And I've said it before, if you can't find the ball, you can't find the ball carrier. Excellent job by the offensive line, first of all, and secondly, Van Blargen did an excellent job handling the snap from center.
A gain of 37 puts Hazleton area for the first time this season in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and 10 from the Coughlin 19. Handoff is going to be to Carson Kinney, and Kinney will get maybe a yard or 2 depending on the spot to about the 17-yard line.
Zach King up the field very quickly for Coughlin. Wrapped Kinney up. Can't allow defensively, if you get up the field a yard or 2 beyond the offensive line, it's going to be a tough time to run a play inside. So the offensive line for Hazleton area cannot allow that penetration.
3 receivers to Van Blargen's left, the bottom of your screen. The give is to Otero. This time Coughlin read it well, and they'll bring him down for a loss of about a yard or 2. Leading the charge, Naheem Kenzakowski for the Crusaders.
Hazleton came out with trips to the left side. They wanted to try to hit Otero off that left guard tackle area, but he had to turn it back, so there was nothing there.
On this hot, humid evening in Wilkes-Barre, we like to remind you the official beverage of the WILN sports team, Hazel Park Water Store Spring Water. An illegal substitution against Hazleton area. And more so than I would think any other week in the year, those are the kind of penalties you see week 1.
Yeah, one of the things that sort of surprises you with a second-year coach and the preseason, I don't think you would expect that, but again, there's a lot of excitement. First night, opening game. As you said, you're going to see it from week 1. You shouldn't see it a lot in week 4 or 5.
Call it 3rd down and 14 from the 23. Van Blargen. Pass tipped and incomplete. Malik Jop tipped it. He was looking for Basic.
I'll tell you what, when you throw that ball on a rope on the line, you have a tough time getting it over the linebackers. Looked like he might have had something as the Cougars line up for a field goal.
How about the faith that Coach Brennan has in the senior Tristan Williams? a 40-yard attempt. Hold is down by Van Blargen. The kick is up, and it is good. With 7:13 left in the opening quarter, Hazleton area first on the board, leading 3-0.
Hey neighbor, looking for a safe, reliable pre-owned vehicle at a great price? Now open Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, Route 93 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 150 local trades from our new 3 new car dealerships. 100-point inspection, free vehicle history report, 3-day money-back guarantee, lifetime PA state inspection, 5 years of oil changes, lifetime tire rotation. Plus, we'll make your first 2 payments up to $1,000 total. Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, just off exit 145 off I-81 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township.
Burger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
We welcome you back to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Hazleton area takes their first possession into Coughlin territory and stalls before Tristan Williams kicks a 40-yard field goal. Cougars up 3-0, and Williams will kick it away. End over end kick taken by Cole at the 3. Cole's across the 10, straight up the middle, and Cole will be brought down across the 20-yard line to the 23. The helmetless Zach Burgesson makes the tackle.
Marty, 3-0 Hazleton. Williams with the 40-yard field goal, 5 plays, 36 yards, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Otero, 4 rushes, 41 yards.
The big one on 3rd down and 7. He went for 37. That got the Cougars into the red zone before their drive stalled. Now Coughlin trailing 3-0. Takes over, 1st and 10. And this will be Cole, his first carry of the season. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Gunser right there, make that tackle. He's a senior defensive lineman.
Whistles stopping the play clock. They're going to send the Coughlin offense back away from the football for a moment. Not quite sure what the stoppage was for, but called 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders. Cole in motion. This is Solar rolling, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Marola did a great job containing Solar. Excellent job on contain. Forces a 3rd and long for the Crusaders.
Marola forced Solar back to sophomore Josh Zukowski, who made the tackle. So it'll be 3rd down. They lost about half a yard. We'll call a long 9. And just for momentum purposes, this is a big 3rd down for this Coughlin offense. They want to try to keep something going here.
Yeah, if they have to give it up, Hazleton's going to have pretty good field position.
Coming with the end around, the Hazleton area not fooled as Vincent Todd. A flag is down. Todd brought down after a loss.
Van Blargen played that perfectly. I think we're going to look at a hold inside.
And with that being the case, I would think Coach Brennan will decline, make him punt it.
Yeah, they're Coughlin looking at a 4th and 11.
And it is declined, so it'll be 4th down, ball marked at the Coughlin 22.
Tell you, the Hazleton front is getting off the ball very well defensively, Marty. Getting some penetration, causing the Coughlin offensive line a little bit of a problem at this point. 5:27, first quarter.
Kelmer, Van Blargen back deep, awaiting the Vosdovic kick. It's a short punt, and it's going to take a Coughlin roll. But Hazleton Area will get great starting field position at about their own 48, leading 3-0 with 5:11 remaining in the opening quarter on the Berger Family Dealership's first quarter scoreboard. And Joe, as we mentioned, a very hot, humid week and night. I know the PIAA this year gave teams almost an extra week, called it heat acclimation, and hopefully they got all the teams ready, not only the two teams here tonight, but throughout northeastern Pennsylvania.
Plus, Marty, the weather during preseason was fairly warm, and so that helps to round your team into shape. This is going to be an interesting series for the Cougars.
Kinney in motion to the top of your screen. This is Otero. Otero in the Coughlin territory. Eludes one tackle, spins inside the 45 to about the 44, a gain of 8.
Tell you what, Marty, I said it before, I like Otero. He's a tough runner, runs a little upright, but he has the size, 6'1", 210, they have him listed as. He has the size to really run over some people. Right there, a tackle was made, couldn't hang on to him. He picked up almost the first down. He lacks it by, Cougars are a yard short, so we're going to, and there you see the replay, finally brought down, but ran out of a tackle.
The officials gave him 9 on the play, so 2nd and 1 from the Coughlin 43. Van Blargen out of the gun. He's got Otero to his left. And he'll give him the football. And Otero will lean forward inside the 40. Good for a Cougar. Harry's you pull it. First down.
Now, Otero got some of that on his own, but I'll tell you what, the offensive line came off the ball just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll officially mark the ball at the 40. 1st and 10, Cougars.
Van Blargen doing a nice job managing the offense at this point.
Approaching the 4-minute mark on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Beelan and Sweats were in motion to the top of your screen. Toss to Otero that way. Otero is hit, but leans forward and gets about 4. And what we're seeing, and we saw it last year, and we're seeing it again this year, for the most part, Otero, when he gets tackled, he's always falling forward.
Well, and again, he runs upright, but his size propels him forward. That time, Hazleton went from strong left formation to strong right. Defensively, need to recognize the strength shift of the formation.
Josh Zukowski now the tailback behind Kinney. Zukowski will get the carry. Zukowski will get inside the 35 to the 33. A gain of 3, and it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And you know what? We're in, I would think Coach Brennan would feel it's 2 downs to make the first here. Here you see the replay off the left side. Zukowski got past the backer, couldn't get past the secondary, but did pick up a couple.
And how about this start for Hazleton Area? Defensively, 2 3-and-outs. First possession, you get a field goal, but I think you want more than 3 on this possession now into Coughlin territory. Flag has been thrown, and we may have a sideline warning against Hazleton Area.
That's exactly what it is, Marty. Coach Brennan, I think, was
Are you saying he was guilty?
No, he was breathing into the ear of the side judge, and the ref felt uncomfortable. You know, that's a good flag to have. It doesn't cost you anything, but it gives you an idea that, hey, need to back up. 3rd down. Otero
in motion to the top of your screen. Fake to Kinney. Van Blargen over the middle, pass incomplete. They were looking for Beelan.
I'll tell you what, he ran that route inside. Eddie Beelan ran it inside. There were 3 people right there. It's tough to get a pass interference call in there because it's so congested. Let's take a look at it. Beelan right there. Van Blargen got the ball up in the air, so it's 4th and about 3.
And as you mentioned, it looks like Coach Brennan will go for it as the offense. Looks like they're going to stay on the field.
What you're hoping for at prior play, Marty, was the fake. And then the linebackers will come up on the fake. But that fake was very quick. Linebackers didn't have time to really recognize the fake.
4th down and 3 from the 33. Toss to Otero to the right side. He cuts it back, has a first down and more. Otero inside the 25. Good for a Cougar. Harry's you pull it first down.
I don't know if we're going to get another look at this, but he does a great job of planting his foot. We saw it late. Looked like he was going to the outside, to the corner. He planted his right foot and turned it up the field for the first down. Very nice running by Otero. Stretches the line of scrimmage. Tailback's able to find a place to get it up the field.
Otero now 7 carries, 67 yards in this opening quarter. 2 minutes remaining in the quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. 3-0 Cougars. Otero getting a breather on the sideline. This is a handoff. This is Sutton. Sutton inside the 20 to the 15 to the 14. Good for a gain of about 7 on the play. The Cougars enter the Grand Central Red Zone.
I'll tell you right now, Gunther, Bennett, Marola, Dietrich, Costill doing a nice job. Again, Hazleton area red zone. They have Coughlin back on their heels a little bit here as we have 1:28 left in the first quarter.
Second and 3 from the Coughlin 14. Beelan and Kinney now to the motion to the bottom of your screen. This is Otero going the opposite way. And his lean, it'll depend on the spot, very close to another Cougar first down.
Yeah, they went away from the strong shift. They were strong left. They tried the little counter back to the short side or the weak side. Picks up the first.
Mike Monahan signaled first down. So from the 11, 1st and 10. Good for a Cougar. Harry's you pull it. First down. Last minute of play in the opening quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. A opening quarter dominated by Hazleton area. Defensively, 2 3-and-outs. This their second offensive possession. Looking to build on a 3-0 lead.
It's kind of a drive where you can't afford not to come away with points, Marty.
Otero got met in the middle, maybe a yard. 2nd and long coming up for the Cougars.
Yeah, we were talking about penetration there, and
Vozdovic appeared to be the one to lead the charge.
Yeah, came down and like I said, had penetration.
Cougars do not have to run another play. They'll have a 2nd and 9 all the way at the other end of the field. As the clock winds down in an opening quarter, what a great start for Hazleton area. At the end of 1, Hazleton area 3, Coughlin nothing. You're watching live high school football on WYLN.
Can I use this in my kitchen?
What's your amperage? Get a multi-tester on your positive lead. If it's wired 3-phase sequential and grounded right, it might work. You'll need these for the install.
Shocked by customer service these days?
Ambridge?
Service Electric Cablevision has the ultimate entertainment experience. Let our friendly team hook you up with a new whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once, then access everything from any TV in your home. Service Electric Cablevision. It's all about you.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
On the Berger family dealership scoreboard, start of the second quarter, Hazleton area up 3-0. They have a 2nd and 9 from the Coughlin 10.
Marty, first quarter complete. Cougar domination, 83 yards rushing, 6 yards for Coughlin, 83 total yards for the Cougars, 6 yards for the Crusaders.
This is Otero to the right side. Otero inside the 5, and they have him just shy of the goal line. It'll depend on the spot, because if he can get a first down getting to the 1.
I'll tell you what, if you look at his running style, he takes it to the corner here, looking and looking. Doesn't look like he's moving real quick, but he's able to make that turn up the field. 3rd down and looks about 1.
The other key stat from Jim Burns, Joe, time of possession on a hot night, Hazleton area 8:13, Coughlin only 3:47. So the ball is marked at the 2. 3rd down and a yard. Cougars can get a first down at the 1. This is Otero leaning forward, and no signal as of yet. Should at the very least have the first down, and I think that's what they're going to mark him just shy of the goal line, but good for a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
4 cracks at the goal line. Here you see it again. You see Otero with that upright running stance, but he's able to push across the first down marker. Almost got it in the end zone.
Could get a good look there. Well, ball looks just shy of the goal line. 1st and goal. Van Blargen keeps. And Coughlin got a big push up the middle. A flag is down all the way at the opposite end of the field as well.
Could be defensive offside from alignment. I didn't see any movement. Let's check and see. There was movement up front. You know, Marty, everybody was upright at the line of scrimmage. Offensive line has to be off the ball lower to cause some push. If that doesn't happen, as the penalty is marked off, 1st and goal from the 6.
Just inside the 6. First and goal. Van Blargen out of the gun. He's got Otero to his left. This is Otero. Spins out of a couple of tackles. Otero is going to be pushed back after a gain of about 3.
Big hit from Chris Wright. Really prevented Otero from getting into the end zone. Here you're going to see it right here. Good penetration initially from Zach King. Didn't slow Otero down, though. He was able to get the ball inside the 5. So we're going to have a 2nd and goal from about the 4-yard line. Looks maybe just outside the 4.
Otero gets a breather. Sutton now the tailback to Van Blargen's left. Timeout taken, Hazleton area. They lead at 3-0.
Class, this is the most important information I can give you. Remember, no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi Electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Honey, you mean everything to me, but I just want to let you know one thing before we go any further. No one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
After the Cougar timeout on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard, 3-0 Cougars, 2nd and goal. This is Sutton trying to find some room to the left side. Great job by Jop to bring him down for a loss of about 2.
Excellent job up the field. I'll tell you the truth. Down here, I'd want Otero in the game, Marty. He's the kind of running back that's going to pick that yardage up for you. Although that time it was difficult for any running back as Coughlin up the field very quickly.
To this point, Otero, 11 carries, 81 yards. 3rd and goal from the 5. And getting the carry and losing the football. Coughlin thinks they've recovered. And Coughlin with a big break. Maybe the break they needed, forcing the turnover. Zach Kenzakowski, the senior, with the recovery.
If you're a running back down there, you need to cover the ball. Everybody's going after it. They're trying to rip it loose. Coughlin does what they had to do defensively. That is caused the turnover. Offensively, they have a task in front of them. Ball's on the 5. They need to go 95.
So Coughlin will start 1st and 10 from their own 5, get maybe a yard. And I'm wondering, there's no 33 on the Cougar roster. I'm wondering if something happened to Otero's jersey on the one, because number 33 staying out there on defense.
That's my guess, Marty. I think that maybe a ripped jersey or some kind of problem with it.
So we'll have to remember that Otero is 33 because that's a very tall young man out there wearing number 33. So that's probably Adrian Otero now wearing 33.
And he's lined up at that strong safety position.
And here breaking through, and it appears to be enough for a Coughlin Harry's you pull it 1st down. That'll be Zach King.
Zach King, you saw it on the replay, did a nice job finding that gap, gets it up the field and the 1st down. I asked the question pregame whether we felt Coach Cinti would stay with the ground attack, and I guess he's answered my question right now. They're running the football. They have done so far this ball game.
1st and 10 from the Coughlin 15. Solar faked, and now he keeps. Solar's got some open field. Solar up the sideline into Cougar territory. Nobody's going to catch him. 85 yards. Touchdown, Jacob Solar. Coughlin has the first lead of the night for the Crusaders.
Solar made the fake to the left. And then came back to the right, found that crease, and shows very good speed as he goes all the way. I said they had to go 95. Solar went for the majority of it. Touchdown, Coughlin, up 6-3.
Number 99, Michael Sinti, the junior, on for the point after. Low kick is good. 7:23 left in the opening half. Coughlin has turned this game around. They now lead it 7-3.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
A big turning in the course of events here at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. The Cougars look to be on their way to building a 2-score lead. Coughlin forces a fumble. 3 plays later, Jacob Solar goes 85 yards, and the Crusaders, who could have been down 10-0, now lead it 7-3 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard.
Yeah, Solar's a very good athlete, made the play. He made that fake, although almost looked like he wanted to give the ball, which probably made the play. Made it fake to the left, came back to the right, found a little area, and took it all the way.
Michael Sinti's kick is taken by Sutton at the 14, breaks 1 tackle, and Sutton will be brought down across the 25 to the 26, where the Cougars will start there trailing for the first time this season, 7-3. And Joe, for this Hazleton area team, I don't think too much can be made of the fact that last year it was like everything was forced together. Coach Brennan was hired, I believe, back in April, trying to bring his system in and everything. Now he's had a full off season to implement his system, get to know his players, and you've seen a little bit of improvement tonight. They just haven't been able to crack it into the end zone to this point.
Yeah, I definitely see improvement. Defensively, they're getting to the ball very well. Offensively, they've done some things well. Otero's rushed the football, coughed it up near the goal line, but again, that's a learning process. You have to hold on to that thing, especially in the red zone.
Van Blargen pumps, looking for Cabrera, and the pass is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chris Wright at the Coughlin 39.
I'll tell you what, if Van Blargen would have come out of that fake quicker and threw it about 10 yards before that, he would have had a play, because Wright was deep downfield. You're going to see Wright was taking the angle for the deep ball. You have to be able to adjust that.
So Coughlin gets their second straight turnover defensively, have a 1st and 10 at the 39. But Hazleton area, nice play defensively to force the loss of about 3 as Cole on the carry.
Cole on the carry, Sutton on the tackle. After good penetration, forced Cole back, ended up losing about a yard.
On the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, Coughlin has taken a 7-3 lead and have the ball again, approaching the halfway point of this second quarter. Solar, he's looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be brought down after a run up the middle by Zukoski as he got out across the 40 to about the 43, leaving the Crusaders with a 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, that two-man route to the right side, both of them were on top of each other. Solar couldn't find anybody to throw to, so he took it up the field and picked up about half of what they need for the first.
And on this warm evening, I'd like to remind everybody that the official beverage of the WYLN Sports Crew is Hazel Park Water Store Spring Water. 3rd down and 6. Crusaders, ball marked at their own 44. Solar, this time with a design quarterback draw, is brought down maybe for a short gain, but a flag was thrown immediately across the field at the far sideline.
Eddie Beelan was able to get up the field for Hazleton and trip Solar up as referee comes over.
I would think with that being the point, the ball looks to be marked at the 44. Be 4th and 5 if you decline it.
Coach Brennan listening to the options. And he is going to decline it, I believe, yes.
So it'll be a 4th and 5. So for Hazleton area defensively, other than that big run by Solar, this defense has played pretty well for the first quarter and a half here in this 2015 season.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Marty. Played very well. Little confusion here with
Hazleton area had their base defense out there. Coughlin brings out their punting crew. Vozdovic gets off a high kick. Zukowski will let it bounce. It'll go out of bounds inside the 20. Ball be marked at the Cougar 18. That's where they'll take over 1st down and 10 with 5:21 left in the opening half. I'd like to remind you that high school football on WYLN is brought to you by the Northeast Gold and Silver Exchange located in the Churchill Mall. If you have broken jewelry, gold or silver, you can turn them into cash. Take them to Northeast Gold and Silver Exchange located in the Churchill Mall, Hazleton. They pay the highest prices for your gold and silver. Northeast Gold and Silver Exchange in the Churchill Mall. So Cougars come out with this offensive possession, 1st and 10 from their 18. And this is Otero wearing number 33 for a gain of 2 to the 20.
Run out of I formation. Left side of the offensive line. Coughlin doing a good job of getting there for a short gain. Otero's the kind of back you don't want to get into the secondary. You have a tough time bringing him down.
Ball marked at the 20, 2nd and 8 for the Cougars. Van Blargen out of the gun. He's got Otero to his left. Van Blargen is going to pass. Quick drop, quick pass, complete to Basic. Basic out across the 25. Looks like he's brought down at the 27. Should bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Cougars.
I'll tell you what, Basic with a very nice catch. Van Blargen down and away, which is where you want that ball, so the defensive back can't get to it. Basic with the catch, a couple yards after the catch, so we have a 3rd and short. 4 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Coming up at the half, we'll get a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats and have a band performance, so we invite you to stay tuned for that. Coming up at the half. And the hard count by Van Blargen drew off the Coughlin defensive line. That'll give the Cougars, by penalty, a Harry's you pull it. 1st down.
Van Blargen did a nice job executing that hard count. That defense was on the field 8 minutes in the 1st quarter. They've been on the field here some in the 2nd, so maybe a little getting a little tired at this point as we close in on halftime.
Ball marked just shy of the Cougar 32. They have a 1st and 10. Cougars have 6 first downs, the Coughlin's 2. Van Blargen out of the gun to throw on 1st down, looking right, being pressured. Now he's looking to run. Now he'll throw, complete to Cabrera. Cabrera will be brought down by Wright after a gain of about 5.
I'll tell you what I like about Cabrera. He came back to the ball, which is what you want your receiver to do. Van Blargen in trouble. Bounces it outside. Still can throw. He's behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job. Cabrera's very good job. Picked up a couple yards. We're looking at second and about 5.
Van Blargen will go under center this time on 2nd and 5 from the 37. Otero bounces into the pile, spins. He'll be pushed back. Looks like forward progress will give him a gain of about 2.
Was not allowed to bounce it outside. Looked like he wanted to bounce it outside. But that Coughlin defense right there.
Clock approaching 2:20 remaining in the opening half. Hazleton area with 2 timeouts remaining. You got to look at the score and the time ticking down in this opening half on the Berger Family Dealership. Second quarter scoreboard. 3rd down and a short 3. From the 39, this is Kinney. He's got running room into Coughlin territory. Carson Kinney brought down inside the 40. Good for a Cougar. Harry's you pull it. First down.
I formation, tailbacks the key. Otero's run the ball a lot. He went to his left like an option. Carson Kinney popped that gap. Offensive line, good job getting off the ball.
Gain of 24 for the first down for Carson Kinney, but you saw it in that great replay, Joe. A couple of those red jerseys that seemed like they were running past Kinney looking for Otero.
Going after the main man in the I formation is the tailback.
Ball marked at the Coughlin 37, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Approaching a minute and a half remaining in the half. Kinney will get it again, but this time Coughlin not full, but Kinney with a nice second effort gets inside the 35 to the 34 for a gain of 3.
Coach Brennan has 2 timeouts. You've mentioned clock at 1:22 and running as he is going to send a play in.
Now, the thing to remember, we saw it on the opposite end of the field. Tristan Williams kicked the 40-yard field goal, so, you know, maybe not as much urgency as you normally see as we're at the last minute of play in the half. He may allow Williams to try another field goal here.
I think you're right. I don't know about the wind at this point. I thought the wind might have been with Williams last time. Come out of there with a fake.
Van Blargen looking for Cabrera, and it is intercepted. Picked off.
We got a hold against Hazleton, which is declined. That's the kind of pass, Marty, when if you're going to take a chance, throw it up deep as you can. I think when we watch Hazleton pass the ball now, everything has been up the field, except for the pass where Cabrera came back for it. Need to start that intermediate range. I always talk about the 5 to 7 yards, 15 yards. That's where you get people to start to bite on that, then you can get down the field.
Sophomore Matt Zalafi, number 11, with the interception at the Coughlin 3. I would think that Coach Cinti won't be real fancy here. 1st and 10 from his own 3. Take this 4-point lead into the locker room. And Solar keeps it himself for a short gain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be handing off 3 times. I know that. Let the clock run down, as you mentioned. Get out of there with the 7-3 halftime lead.
Looking at the game clock, doesn't look like Coughlin has to run another play here.
I sure wouldn't snap it if I didn't have to.
But Solar will take one more snap and go forward to about the 8-yard line as the clock has run to zeros. A very interesting opening half of football. Coughlin leads it 7-3 over Hazleton area. Coming up, we'll have halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. Get a halftime band performance and more from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. The score at the half, Coughlin 7, Hazleton area 3. You're watching live high school football on WILN.
Hey neighbor, looking for a safe, reliable pre-owned vehicle at a great price? Now open Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, Route 93 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 150 local trades from our new 3 new car dealerships. 100-point inspection, free vehicle history report, 3-day money-back guarantee, lifetime PA state inspection, 5 years of oil changes, lifetime tire rotation. Plus, we'll make your first 2 payments up to $1,000 total. Burger Advantage Pre-Owned, just off exit 145 off I-81 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township.
Burger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
You okay? I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
We welcome you back to the season premiere of high school football for the year 2015, week number 1 from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. The Coughlin Crusaders leading at 7-3 over Hazleton area in a half that, if you were here, you would feel that Hazleton area dominated the half. A couple of big things, 3 Hazleton area turnovers, including one inside the 5 as Hazleton area was looking to try to get a 2-score lead. And then the big play by Solar, 85-yard run.
I keep saying this, and we talk about it all the time. The teams with the most turnovers have the least chance of winning a ball game. There's no doubt about it, Marty. And I'll tell you, if you look at turnovers inside the 20 or even inside your own territory, it probably becomes more pronounced that you have less of a chance to win the ball game. So you have to cut down on the turnovers. Van Blargen just couldn't get it there. He had the ball up in the air. Zalafi did a great job on the intercept. If you throw it up like that, you have to give your receiver a chance to come back and fight for it.
And 2 of those turnovers, while Hazleton area was going in on potential scoring drives, including one in the beginning of the second quarter on a 3rd down at the Coughlin 5-yard line, forcing a fumble. So now, out on the field is the Hazleton area High School Marching Band. Let's send it field level for their halftime performance. Thank you. That has been the Hazleton Area High School Marching Band with their halftime performance. Outstanding job as always. We're at the half. We'll talk more about this very interesting opening half of football and get a look at the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns. The Crusaders of Coughlin leading the Cougars of Hazleton Area 7-3. You're watching live high school football on WYLN.
Hey neighbor, looking for a safe, reliable pre-owned vehicle at a great price? Now open Burgard Vantage Pre-Owned, Route 93 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 150 local trades from our new 3 new car dealerships. 100-point inspection, free vehicle history report, 3-day money-back guarantee, lifetime PA state inspection, 5 years of oil changes, lifetime tire rotation. Plus, we'll make your first 2 payments up to $1,000 total. Burgard Vantage Pre-Owned, just off exit 145 off I-81 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township.
Burger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Can I use this in my kitchen?
What's your amperage? Get a multi-tester on your positive lead. If it's wired 3-phase sequential and grounded right, it might work. You'll need these for the install.
Shocked by customer service these days?
Amperage?
Service Electric Cablevision has the ultimate entertainment experience. Let our friendly team hook you up with a new whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once, then access everything from any TV in your home. Service Electric Cablevision. It's all about you.
Hello. We love Johnny Cash.
The L.C. Wiltsey Center presents David Stone, the Johnny Cash Experience. September 18th at 7:30 p.m. at the L.C. Wiltsey Center in Hazleton. Get your tickets for this amazing show at Ticketmaster.com or Boscov's in Hazleton.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Minutes away. That's right. You're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Prattville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
You're watching Pennies Classified on WYLN 35. Affordable advertising that works. Advertise your business, car, home, for sale, garage sales, anything you have for sale, you just call me, John Casadas, at 570-233-1814 for rates and information.
Going to be interesting, Marty, as we look at these with a 7-3 score. Two big turnovers from Hazleton inside their own territory. First down, 7 for the Cougars, 2 for the Crusaders. Rushing, 123 yards for Hazleton area, 112, 90-some coming on one run with Solar's touchdown run. 12 yards passing for the Cougars, no yards passing for Coughlin. 135 total for Hazleton area, 112 for Coughlin High School. There you see the big stat, Marty. 3 turnovers for Hazleton area. No turnovers for Coughlin. 2 penalties, 10 yards for the Cougars. 1 penalty, 5 yards for the Crusaders. Hazleton's, they're hanging in there at 7-3. Without those 3 turnovers, it could be an entirely different ball game.
And for their defense, other than that one run by Solar, their defense has played very well in that opening half. See if they're able to continue that as we head to the third quarter. We're going to take another timeout here at the half on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard. Coughlin leads it 7-3.
Honey, remember this. As you get older, no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money, too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754, or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
Well, today's weather's looking great. What a day it's going to be. So when you're out there, remember, no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
Offering competitive prices. And you must have the title.
We welcome you back to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, getting set for the start of the third quarter with Coughlin up 7-3. We thank you for joining us tonight for the season premiere of high school football for the year 2015 here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the former head coach at Wilkes University, Joe DeMelfi. Gabriella Justin on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats, and Jim Burns gives us some individual stats. Joe, Adrian Otero for Hazleton area, 14 carries, 85 yards in that opening half. Carson Kinney, 3 carries, 29 yards. Hunter Van Blargen, 2 of 7 passing for 12 yards, 2 interceptions, a completion each to Basic and Cabrera for 6 yards. For Coughlin, pretty much Jacob Solar, 7 carries, 99 yards, and the lone touchdown of the half. Zach King, 2 carries, 13 yards. Solar has only attempted 1 pass, and that was incomplete. This is where you think Hazleton area, if you just look at the stats, would be in front on the scoreboard. 27 plays to 13 for Coughlin. Time of possession, 16-11 to 7:49. Third down conversions, Hazleton area 4 of 7. Coughlin 0 for 3, and Hazleton area has converted the lone 4th down of the evening.
You look at the 3 turnovers. The 1 turnover turned out to be plus points for Coughlin, the fumble. The other 2 negated chances for points for Hazleton. I think that's when you look at the stats, when you would look at turnovers, that the scoreboard becomes a reality. You can have to take care of the ball. No matter what kind of offense you run, you have to take care of the football.
And Hazleton area came out very confident, very spirited. They were up for this game. To keep them going emotionally in where they would even feel like, we've had this game, but we find ourselves down at 2:14, or at the down 4 at the half. I would think is the big challenge for Coach Brennan and his staff is to keep this team up and believing in what they've done to this point.
I think that's part of the measuring stick you use as a coach. Last year we won 1 ball game. We are in year 2 of as a coach, as a head coach. Let's see what gains we've made. What does that mean? Does that mean winning every game? I don't think so. I think what it means is let's watch us grow as a team. Let's come back from deficits, make an effort. The defense for Hazleton area is playing very well. I'll be honest. They're getting to the ball, making tackles. Offensively, they've made some turnovers. As I said earlier, you have to take care of the football. So let's see if they can take that next step here in the second half.
And they will get the ball to start the second half as Coughlin took the opening kickoff after winning the toss to start the game. But we mentioned Jim Burns, Joe. And we've got to mention this. This past Wednesday, Jim and his lovely bride Rita celebrated their 43rd wedding anniversary.
Every year we say this. I'm changing it this year. I say every year she should be nominated for sainthood or something. But you know what? That's a long time. And it takes 2 people really working at it. So congratulations to both Mrs. Burns, who supplies me with candy.
Yes.
And Mr. Burns, who supplies me with statistics. You can't beat it.
I'm sure with those nice words, you might even get an extra bag.
Well, I was counting on that.
So happy anniversary to them. Congratulations. And we're moments away from the start of the third quarter. And one of the other things while we have a moment, Joe, that we haven't talked about, and I know it's part of what I'm going to discuss has been much talked about. The Wilkes-Barre School District with a very important task of deciding what they're going to do with their high schools between Coughlin, JAR, and Myers, if they're going to consolidate or try to save Myers and Coughlin. And that's much discussed, and it's going to be much debated as time goes on. But one of the things, and we can mention it as being sports people, if they decide to shut down Myers and even tear it down, what happens to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium?
Good question. They could keep the field and sell that or do whatever with that land and build it. But I would think they'd seriously think about keeping the facility.
Because they have put money into the facility, an outstanding press box here. They've upgraded the turf, so you would think that they would want to keep Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium as a functioning stadium for their high school teams or high school team, whatever it may end up being. With the point being that if you do shut down Wilkes-Barre Memorial, then the other task is, where are you going to play then?
Well, and then you have to think about, well, we're going to build, and why? My thought is you have a decent, more than a decent, it's a very good facility. Why go through that bother unless somebody decides they want it all land for whatever reason, as Hazleton area returns the kickoff.
That was Josh Zukowski with the kickoff return. Looks like they'll mark him at the Cougar 26. So just some food for thought, because I know most importantly it has to be decided what they're going to do with the three high schools. But I was very curious that, we sit here, look at Myers across the way, that eventually this facility has to be discussed. And just another thing that could cause some headaches for that Wilkes-Barre area.
Well, I think the school board is going to have to make a decision, as all school boards do at some point. But let's see what the Cougars have in store here in the second half.
Cougars in the white going from left to right on your screen, and they'll give to Otero on the first carry of the second half. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he is going to be brought down by Solar, as Coughlin strung him out nicely to hold him to no gain.
Looked like Otero wanted to go upfield, but just never got there. Solar right here, we're going to see him hesitate just a second. Right there. And then Solar brings him down. If you can keep him flat, by flat I mean sideline to sideline, and do not allow him to turn up the field, you're doing a good job defensively. And that time the Coughlin defense did a good job with Solar finishing it off.
So 2nd and 10 from the 26. Van Blargen, again, this time this is Sutton. And Sutton will gain a gain of about 5, maybe 6.
Again, good job by the offensive line for the Cougars. Good push. Sutton picks up decent amount of yardage. Hazleton area looking, and you see it right here. Hazleton area facing a 3rd and 6.
Ball marked right on the 30. So mentioned earlier on in the game, a big 3rd down for Coughlin offensively, a big 3rd down here to start the 3rd for Hazleton area, a 3rd and 6 from the 30. Van Blargen looks left, pass, complete to Basic. He's got a first down and more. Basic brought down across the 40 to the 43, a gain of 13, and a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Same play they ran earlier in the first half. Van Blargen makes the play. Good out by Basic, and I'll tell you, Van Blargen puts it out there. Basic with the good catch, and then has about 4 or 5 yards at least after the catch.
On the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, opening moments of the 3rd quarter, approaching 2 minutes gone, with Coughlin leading 7-3, but Hazleton area, their first possession of the second half, and a 1st and 10 from their own 43. Otero right up the middle, gets maybe a yard to the 44.
I'll tell you what, met very, very quickly. Vozdovic right there.
There you're going to look at those new Hazleton area helmets. Very sharp right there. As we mentioned, Coach Brennan wanted to get back to the history of Hazleton area high school and go to the school colors.
Yeah, they're very nice. My high school helmet you could fold up and put it in your back pocket.
I think you couldn't get many bulldog paws on that. Penalty against Hazleton area marches them back 5. It'll make it 2nd down and 14.
Not the kind of penalty. Again, what was the call there? A formation or?
It looked like they
Wasn't
called
paying
one of the players lined up offside.
Okay. Not the kind of penalty you need, nor the kind of penalty that you want. We're up here laughing at jokes, and we don't even know what kind of penalty out there.
Ball marked back at the Cougar 39, 2nd and 14. Van Blargen will go out of the gun. Looks right. Rolls that way. Throws downfield looking for Basic and almost intercepted. Believe that was right again, and Basic had to play D-back.
Same type of scenario that was the interception in the first half. Van Blargen just can't get enough on that ball on the run. Basic across the middle. So Cougars looking at 3rd and about 15.
Clock stopped with 8:39 left in the 3rd on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Coughlin in front 7-3 on the big 85-yard run by Jacob Solar in the 2nd quarter. Van Blargen again out of the gun. Throws downfield. Cabrera was knocked down. Coach Brennan is irate.
And he should be. I'll be very honest with you. That ball's in the air. Anytime you go after a receiver with the ball in the air, it is a pass interference penalty. Tough to take as a coach.
Well, tough to take. I mean, we generally try not to get on the officials. But
well, I'm not getting on the official. I'm just saying from a coach's viewpoint, you're saying to yourself, the defensive back didn't play the ball at all. He played the receiver and knocked him down as Hazleton area punts it away.
And fielding it inside the 20 for Coughlin, that was Mike Brown. So the Crusaders will take over inside their own 20 at the 19. But in talking about that play, it almost looked like the receiver was pushed to the ground. So you could understand why that Hazleton area sideline was so upset.
Oh, I agree 100%. As I said, I'm not making the official call here. I'm just, from my viewpoint, the defensive back didn't play the ball. He played the receiver and pushed him to the ground while the ball was in the air.
So Solar will start out of the gun the first possession of the 2nd half for Coughlin from the 19. Solar looking to pass. Looking downfield, intercepted by Otero. Otero down the sideline. Solar tries to cut him off. Otero is in. Touchdown, Cougars.
Otero playing center field was in great shape to intercept that ball. The receiver ran the route right at Otero. Solar made the throw here. He had time to make the throw, but Otero played center field, basically.
And is it one of those, Joe, that you hear it so often that Solar just didn't see Otero there?
I think that he had the pass route was basically one person route, running the post, and yes, concentrate on that receiver and forget about the defense.
Williams on for the point after. The kick is up. It is good. 8:16 left in the 3rd. Cougars back in front, 10-7.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
What a course of events at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. After Hazleton area punted it away, the very first play for Coughlin offensively, Adrian Otero intercepts the Solar pass and goes 35 yards for the touchdown to put Hazleton area back in front 10-7. And Joe continued the theme of the night, turnovers.
Big turnover there. Coughlin gives up the touchdown on the interception.
Kick will be taken at the 2. I believe that was Wright, and Wright will get out to about the 25, where Coughlin will start there trailing 10-7.
I think with your running game, as Coughlin does it, to come out and drop straight back, and really the route, and I think you had mentioned it, Marty, Solar looked like he was fixed in right on the receiver, didn't even see Otero. I think you have to look at play action down there. You run the ball exclusively almost 95-96% of the time, so why not make a fake to try to draw the defense as we have a timeout?
Well, it looked like the play clock didn't start. Looked over to my right, it was still 25.
And there could be a problem with it, and he's talking to, as it's ticking down now.
So this might be, Mike Monahan might be saying to them they might try to keep the play clock on the field.
On the field, right.
I think he's saying shut down the play clock, yep. And I'm sure the other officials on the opposite sideline, we're able to see it because it's in front of us, but I'm sure they were across the way telling Cyril Cinti the same thing.
Right.
The Hazleton area sideline trying to get a very enthusiastic fan base back into this game, and give the fans credit. They've been just as enthusiastic as this team through this first game. This is Cole hit hard after a short gain of about 3.
Yeah, ran the ball to the left side of that Coughlin offense. Eddie Beelan went in at the end, but a lot of the Hazleton defenders right there picked up a couple.
I'd like to remind you at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. Ball marked at the Coughlin 28, 2nd and 7. Solar out of the gun. Cole in motion to the top of your screen. Solar fakes and he'll keep. Solar loses the football. Hazleton area has recovered. Caleb Yoder on the recovery.
Solar made the fake on that zoom type play outside.
Zukowski forced the fumble. Yoder recovered.
Great tackle by Zukowski. Good recovery.
And again, Mike Monahan coming over to tell the press box no 25-second clock. But Hazleton area, back-to-back turnovers, get the ball at the Coughlin 37.
5 turnovers in the ball game, 3 for the Cougars, 2 for the Crusaders. Let's see if this turnover leads to points. The last turnover for Coughlin led to the touchdown.
Now Mike Monahan has Coughlin over to their sideline. Hazleton area here, and Coach Brennan doesn't want to lose the momentum. He wants to get back out there and go for it offensively after the turnover.
I don't blame him. You hate to, unless it's extremely hot, you're taking a water break for safety reasons. I can understand, but get into a rhythm. You want to keep that rhythm.
So Hazleton area takes over at the Coughlin 37. 1st and 10, 7:18 left in the third. Cougars lead at 10-7 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Beelan in motion to the bottom of your screen. Tosses to Otero that way. Cuts it back. Otero is inside the 35. Otero inside the 30 to about the 29. Gain of 8.
I'll tell you what, nice job. Right here we're going to see Colin Gunsler pull from left to right, got up on the defender, was able to push him back a little, pick up good yardage on that first down.
Otero gets a breather. Sutton into the game at tailback. And he'll get the carry. Sutton is going to get down to about the 25. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar, first down.
One of the things at this point, you don't want to get away from your offense, but now all of a sudden you look and say, you know what, we've thrown it up a couple times down here. It's been intercepted. And let's try to take care of the football, run what we consider good plays down here. I don't, in quotes there, I don't know if what good plays. But in your playbook, you have an offensive set inside the 25 or 30-yard line that you're familiar with and you like.
New set of downs as Carson Kinney gets the carry on first down. Brought down inside the 25 to the 21. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Nice feet by Carson Kinney there. He's back and forth a little bit till he found that gap, and he picks up good yardage on a first down. Hazleton's offensive line, again, doing very well, coming off the ball.
Clock approaching 5:40 remaining in the third on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Hazleton area looking to build on a 10-7 advantage. Sutton remains in at tailback. Beelan in motion to the bottom of your screen. Toss to Sutton, bobbles it, and he gets tripped up. Nice play there by Zalafi, who broke through to blow up the play.
I'll tell you, great play by Zalafi. He was up the field right now. Didn't give Sutton a chance to turn it up. Forces a...
Well, there was also an illegal shift against Hazleton area called. And now a hold as well. Or maybe it was an illegal shift to start and then it was changed to a hold. So they'll check with Coughlin what they want to do here.
Yeah, I would think you'd want to take him back in this kind of situation. You have a 3rd and 5 if you take the down, and they are going to, they being Coughlin, take them back. So we're looking at a 2nd and about 15.
So there was 2 penalties. The shift was there. That was declined. Coughlin took the holding penalty, which brings Hazleton back to the Coughlin 33. Make it a 2nd down and 17. 3 receivers to the top of your screen to Van Blargen's left. The give is to Otero up the middle. And Otero gets about 3 on the play. 3rd and long coming up for the Cougars.
Evan McManus from the Coughlin defensive front makes a big play. On that, it looked like a little bit of a draw type play. Otero nowhere to go. Forces a 3rd down.
Called about 3rd and 15 from the 31. Van Blargen out of the gun. He's got Otero to his right. Van Blargen looks that way. Looking to throw a screen to Cabrera. Tipped off his hands. Incomplete. Flag has been thrown late.
I tell you what, they're going to call unnecessary roughness against Coughlin. I take another look at that if we get a chance. I believe that's going to be the call right at the spot. Personal foul.
What that'll do, that 15-yard penalty should be enough to give the Cougars a Harry's You Pull It first down via penalty.
What that will do is give a coach gray hair, too. You cannot give up. Defensively, you've done a great job. You give up a first down based on a play like that.
And the chains will move. It'll be 1st and 10. Hazleton area. Ball's going to be marked inside the 20 to the 16. The Cougars once again in the Grand Central red zone. Otero up the middle. Coughlin again stands him up.
Yeah, they're keying on him. And you know what, Marty? Now's the time to where, hey, everybody defensively is looking right at the tailback, which happens to be Otero. Maybe it's time to, and here you see him as he's slowed at the line of scrimmage looking for some place to go. There was no place to go. Whole lot of Crusaders right at the point of attack.
Second and 10. This is Otero in motion to the bottom of your screen. Looking for Beelan. They got him. Complete. Touchdown, Cougars.
Made the fake inside. Now, that time Balin ran the route up the field. The fake inside was enough to hold the inside people. Balin ran a good route. Inside Chris Wright and behind the safety. And I'll tell you what helped. Otero in motion. All of a sudden you have to worry about him out there. Good throw by Van Blargen. Nice catch by Beelan.
Van Blargen to hold for Williams. Hold is fumbled, loose. Coughlin recovers, point after no good. 3:27 left in the third. The Cougars now have a 2-score lead, 16-7.
Barbush Automotive can do it all. Repairs for all vehicles. And the owner, Brian Lewis Barbush, will also be a pre-owned car dealer. BLB Auto Sales Incorporated, selling good, clean vehicles at very affordable prices. All vehicles are inspected, serviced, cleaned, and ready for the road. For more information, call Bryant at 570-454-7571 or 861-8393.
Wouldn't it be great if everything in life were fast? Fast, like a cable modem.
Call Service Electric now and get the fastest internet in town. Plus, when you sign up today, you'll also get free installation. Experience the blazing speed of Service Electric high-speed internet service. Your internet will never be the same.
We welcome you back live high school football on WILN from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Hazleton area with a big third quarter, capitalizing on a couple of Coughlin turnovers, have taken a 16-7 lead with 3:27 remaining in the third.
Marty Hazleton, Beelan, 16-yard pass. Van Blargen makes it 16-7. PAT failed.
Kickoff taken on the far sideline, out across the 20, still on his feet, coming back to the short side. This is Brown, and he's going to be tossed out of bounds out near the Coughlin 45, but a great return.
Martin getting back.
That was Jake Cole, excuse me.
Getting back 8 plays, 37 yards, 3 minutes, 51 seconds. So Coughlin, big personal foul penalty, set up the touchdown.
But what a great play call on second down, the play action and getting Beelan open down the middle of the field.
Throws those underneath people.
Hazleton area has 11 first downs on the night. Coughlin only 2. Crusaders down 9. Solar to pass. Complete for the 3rd first down of the night for Coughlin. Nick Zalafi on the reception. Good for a Harry's. You pull it. Coughlin first down.
Time to throw. Good job by the offensive line. Solar's able to move a little to his right and make that delivery.
Ball marked at the Cougar 43. While we have a moment, love to thank the Third Base Luncheonette. Once again, a proud supporter of WYLN Sports, supplying our crew meal tonight and for so many seasons here on WYLN. And Joe, for the first time in 2015, what do you got to say about a third base hoagie?
Nobody. Before the snap, nobody beats a third base hoagie.
Slinging it out to Cole. That may be a lateral, live football. No, they're going to roll it incomplete. Very close to being a lateral.
Looking at the line judge, didn't think he would rule it, as he is just a little bit upfield there.
And hopefully not a major injury. I believe that's Steve Longazelle that's down across the way for Hazleton area. And we're getting to that point of the night. We see it so often early in the season, Joe. Late in the 3rd, 4th quarter, where you start to see the cramping take over. And you know, I didn't quite see what happened to Steve, but that's what we're hoping for, that that young man is just suffering from cramps. But on a hot night, this is generally when we start to see players go down.
And I think see him getting up. So looks like that might have been the case, Marty.
And a good sign he is actually jogging off the field. So hopefully it was just a cramping situation for Steve Longazelle. So I'm sure that Coach Brennan's staff will get him hydrated. And the Cougar faithful hoping to see Steve back in the lineup shortly. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10, ball marked at the Cougar 43. On the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, Hazleton area, a big 3rd quarter, capitalizing on a couple of Coughlin turnovers, have taken a 16-7 lead over Coughlin. King in motion. The fake. And Zukowski will bring down Solar for a loss all the way back to the 48, a loss of 5.
Great job by Zukowski. Solar was trying to come out of there, take it up the field, right here. Shut down completely. This is a 3rd and long, Marty.
Call it 3rd and 15 from the 48. Approaching 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Solar to pass, looking, being pressured, rolls, throws, complete, and being brought down shy of the first down is Mike Brown after a catch of 12 yards, but it'll bring up 4th and 3 from the 36.
You have to give Solar a lot of credit for keeping the ball alive. Gets to the outside, finds Brown, who ran a decent route coming back to the ball. 4th down for Coughlin.
Coach Cinti will go for it. 4th and 3, down 9. Approaching a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. Ball marked at the Cougar 36. Solar out of the gun. Cole in motion. Solar keeps, leans forward, and a great effort gets him and his Crusaders a Harry's You Pull It first down.
I'll tell you what, that was definitely Solar at the end. As he leaned right here, you see him with the quick feet, leaned over that first down marker.
And the other heady play for the senior, he knew exactly where the marker was because he knew exactly where he had to lean.
That's why you like that experience at the quarterback position, Marty.
So a new set of downs for Coughlin at the Cougar 32, 1st and 10. Under a minute remaining. Solar 10 carries, 106 yards, and the lone Coughlin touchdown of the night. Solar rolls left. Looking. Throwing for Brown. And it is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Otero at the Cougar 1.
Great job by Otero. Solar threw it up. Jump ball. Brown and Otero. Otero comes away with it.
And how about the strength of Adrian Otero? Because that looked like that was a jump ball, as you mentioned, and Otero just ripped it away.
No doubt about it. Both of them going down with possession. Otero ends up tearing the ball away.
That was the good news. Now the bad news. 1st and 10 from the shadows of your own goalpost, just inside the 1. Then Blargan throws away, it looked like some gloves, and he is going to keep. Gets maybe half a yard. 2nd and long coming up. And depending when they respot the ball, they may travel all the way to the other end of the field. They may not run another play here in the 3rd.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen, Marty, as we go under 20 seconds.
And with that being said, how about the 3rd quarter from Hazleton area? Capitalizing on 2 Coughlin turnovers to take a 16-7 lead into the 4th quarter. Through 3, Cougar 16, Coughlin 7. You're watching live high school football on WILN.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and I'm so excited to have you meet one of our wire guys, Zach.
Yeah, I want to get there fast, give you a nice, clean, quality job you're going to be happy with. You know, having a family of my own, someone was working in my house. I want it to be safe. I want it to be right. That's what I want to do for you.
So whether it's just adding a receptacle to a complete whole house rewiring,
We're your guys.
give the wire guys a call.
And if we're late, you get paid. The Wire Guys!
Hey, this Labor Day, we know you want to save. Well, here's your chance. Get Labor Day savings at Grand Central. Save big on appliances throughout the store. Get huge GE savings. Right now, get up to a $1,000 rebate when you purchase select GE appliances. Plus, pay no interest when paid in full within 18 months. So get huge Labor Day savings now at Grand Central, making your house a home.
We welcome you back to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, start of the 4th quarter. Hazleton area explodes for 13 points off 2 Coughlin turnovers. They take a 16-7 lead over the Crusaders into the 4th quarter. They have a 2nd down and 10 from their 1 after Adrian Otero's 2nd interception of the 3rd quarter. This time they'll go to the first man through. That should be Carson Kinney for a gain of about 4 to the 5.
Use that quick hitter, Marty. See if maybe they could pop it. Coughlin doing an excellent job defensively. Big 3rd down here, I have to tell you what, because if they could continue this drive with a 1st down here, now we're going to look at the clock, right? Exactly. So let's see what Coughlin does defensively. See what the Cougars come up with on the other side of the ball.
And again, it's to the fullback. That was Kinney again for a gain of about a yard. So it'll bring up 4th down and force a Cougar punt.
Special teams come into play here with the punt team on the field. Good snap. You need a good snap to start with.
So Tristan Williams, the senior, standing on the B in Wilkes-Barre area to punt it away from his own end zone. Gets the snap, gets it off. And it's bobbled, picked up by Wright at the 37 of Hazleton area. And he'll be bottled up and brought down for a return of about a yard. Late flag was thrown as Sweats and Jones in on the tackle.
Good coverage by the punt team. I'm looking at maybe a face mask here on the tackle.
And that is the case, personal foul. So Coughlin with a great scoring opportunity here to start the 4th quarter.
No, Marty, they were going to have a short field to begin with. Hazleton area just made it shorter for them. You can't fault the coverage.
So the ball will be marked at the Cougar 21, 1st and 10. Coughlin down 9, 16-7. 10:20 left in the 4th on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Solar out of the gun. And he'll give it to the man in motion. That was Cole. And Cole will get inside the 15 to about the 12 as the Crusaders enter the Grand Central red zone.
Yeah, they ran that zoom play off that quarterback handoff. Many times if the running back can't get downhill, it's sideline to sideline. That time Cole was able to turn it up. So Coughlin is in the red zone, down by 9.
And after the gain of almost 9, 2nd and 1 from the 12. Solar keeps right up the middle. Solar pushes his way inside the 10, 1st and goal. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Coughlin 1st down.
1st down stops the clock as Coughlin goes back to huddle.
Like to remind you that this is week number 1. Week number 2, the home opener for Hazleton area, as they will play host to the Knights of Scranton. We'll be on the air next Friday night live at 7 from Harmon Geist Stadium, Scranton, Hazleton area, right here on WYLN, and it is also a statewide telecast on PCN. 1st and goal from the 9. Cole bounces to the left, stays on his feet, and he's in. Touchdown, Coughlin.
Great job by Cole. He did an excellent job. Jake Cole went to his right, took a step to his left, found the crease into the end zone. So right here you see it. Bounce to the backside. Defensively, they need to play the backside. Didn't. Cole found the gap. Touchdown for Coughlin. Narrows the score to 16-13.
Cinti on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:02 left in the 4th. We've got a ball game. Hazleton area up 2.
Hey neighbor, looking for a safe, reliable pre-owned vehicle at a great price? Now open Berger Advantage Pre-Owned, Route 93 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Over 150 local trades from our new 3 new car dealerships. 100-point inspection, free vehicle history report, 3-day money-back guarantee, lifetime PA state inspection, 5 years of oil changes, lifetime tire rotation. Plus, we'll make your first 2 payments up to $1,000 total. Berger Advantage Pre-Owned, just off exit 145 off I-81 near the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships, drive with experience. Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center nestled in the quiet town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania. We offer our residents and our families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit in our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
We welcome you back to Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Coughlin gets it back to a one-score game, now trailing 16-14. About 9 minutes left in the fourth. Sinti's kickoff is going to be taken by Zukoski at the 15, trying to take it to the far side, and Zukoski will be brought down after a return of about 5 yards to the 20.
Good job by Zukoski with fielding that punt. Marty Coughlin, Cole, 9-yard run. Made it 16-13. Sinti with the kick, 16-14, 3 plays. Very short field, 21 yards. The punt plus the penalty. 1 minute, 18 seconds as the clock is at 8:56. Fourth quarter.
High school football on WILN is brought to you by Sal's Septic Service Cesspools and Septic Tank Cleaning, a division of Marola's Garage located in Pardeesville. Call 570-455-6246 for all your septic tank problems, and Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, they can fix it. Loose football, and Van Blargen hops on it in what could have been a disaster. Turns into a loss of about 7.
Problem with that is you have to make up those 7 plus another 10 for the first. Clock becoming semi-important here with 8:39. Both teams 3 timeouts left.
Want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. Otero to Van Blargen's left on 2nd and 17. Van Blargen gives to Otero, and Coughlin, keying on Otero, brings him down for a loss.
Well, I'll tell you what. Coughlin is just pinning their ears back up the field, keying on as we have a timeout with an injured player on the field. But they are paying very little attention to anyone else. They're just getting up the field after Otero.
I wonder if that's Otero that is down. So again, the Cougar fan base holding their breath. Saw Longazelle at the end of the third quarter go down. Now Otero, you just hope at this time of the game that it's just simply cramping, not something more serious for these athletes. So as we mentioned, Hazleton area's home opener will be next Friday night at 7 o'clock. You'll be able to watch it here on WILN as the Cougars play host of the Knights of Scranton. And that game will also be a statewide telecast on PCN. So Scranton, Hazleton area, the home opener for the Cougars. Next Friday night, live at 7 right here on WILN.
Interesting with a third down call here as we have the timeout for the injured player. But interesting on the third down call, you have Hazleton area who really don't want to take any chances at this point, turning it over and giving Coughlin another short field with a turnover. So they're going to be fairly conservative, you would think. Coughlin's going to go.
And Otero is up, although he's standing very gingerly. So we'll see. It looks like he'll be able to leave under his own power. Now let's head down to the sidelines and Gabriella.
Thank you, Marty. I actually spoke with Coach Sinti earlier last week, and he did say that his biggest concern with playing Hazleton would be Adrian Otero, and for good reason, as seen. But the only thing was he was hoping to stop him while he was on offense. I don't think he was concerned about him on defense. Of course, he had those 2 interceptions. The one returned for a touchdown. He is hoping that the combination of Jake Cole and Zach King, who's a senior this year, started at fullback halfway through last season. He will be blocking for Cole. He's hoping that combination will make the turnaround for the Crusaders. Back to you, Marty and Joe.
Thanks a lot. And on third and long, looking for Cabrera. He's got it complete. Cabrera across the 35, still on his feet. Dragged out of bounds near the 45. A big Harry's You Pull It first down for the Cougars.
I'll tell you what, very, very interesting, and I like it. I have to be honest with you. Basically a one-man route, maximum protection. Van Bargen throws it out. Cabrera does a great job again coming back to the ball and making that catch. Big first down for Hazleton area. Coach Brennan fooled me. If I was a defensive coordinator, he would have fooled me because I thought he'd be a little more conservative. Basically one-man route with Van Bargen sprinting to the route side.
Looks like they want to put some time on the game clock. 7:39 left here in the fourth. 1st and 10 Cougars from their own 45. Before that play, Otero did jog off the field. So hopefully it was just a matter of cramping. Probably trying to get him some fluids as we speak. And Sutton replacing him gets the carry. Sutton has 5 and more as he's into Coughlin territory with a gain of almost 7.
Take care of the football. Make sure you cover the football when you're in traffic. Any running back would do that. As you see Sutton wend his way downfield. Good block again from Gunser.
Second down and 3 coming up for the Cougars.
Don't have to be in a hurry, Marty. Let it run. Yeah, let the clock run. Puts the pressure on that defense, especially if he can come up with a first down or two.
Sutton this time will be brought down for no gain. Ryan Solt on the tackle.
Ryan Solt was a man on a mission. He was up the field very quickly on that. In fact, there was about a 2-yard loss.
Now, the one thing for Hunter Van Blargen, do not look at that play clock anymore. The officials stopped using it in about the third quarter.
Well,
he's got to make sure to find himself the back judge.
And pick up that signal for 5 seconds. You're right, Marty. But I would be using a big third down here. They get the first. That really could put a crunch on it.
Fake the toss. Carson Kinney into open field. He's inside the 20. Brought down inside the 15.
I'll tell you what, great play call. A lot of movement in the backfield. Sort of a draw type play. There you see with motion. Carson Kinney runs out of 2 tacks. An excellent job of running right there. He ran away and ran out of some tackles. Big first down for the Cougars.
A Harry's You Pull It first down for the Cougars. Chris Wright with the touchdown saving tackle. With it 1st and 10 at the Coughlin 14, the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. Kinney, 7 carries, 74 yards on the night.
Very nice. They have good balance. Otero has some good yardage. Kinney, good yardage.
Otero remains on the sidelines. Sutton the tailback, and he'll get the carry. Sutton up the middle, spins for a gain of about 2. Clock continuing to wind on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Getting close to 5 minutes remaining. Cougars up 2. And as you get to this point, and not conceding anything, but this is not necessarily 4-down territory, as Hazleton area could always resort to Tristan Williams.
I talk about a field goal tacking 3 on, but then you're going to have to give it up at some point, and I don't know how much time you'll have. So I think your focus here is let's try to get it in the end zone.
Sutton again, trying to bounce it out, eludes one tackler, cuts it back inside the 10 down to the 6.
I'll tell you what, Sutton's doing a great job giving them some good yards down here Watch him run out of this tackle right there. Need to be under control when you're playing defense and you're going to make that tackle. Sutton picks up good yardage, so we're at a 3rd and 2.
Clock winding down to 4 minutes remaining.
At the 7-yard line, Marty. Going to be some interesting decisions made here. Let's see what happens on the play.
Biggest third down of the night, 3rd and 2. Give this to Kinney. Kinney spins and loses the football, but they'll say he's down, and I think forward progress gives him a Harry's you pull it. Cougar, first down.
That was interesting. Kinney went to the line of scrimmage. Wasn't anything there. Watch him skate right here. Then he gets outside. I'd say nothing, wasn't anything. He did lose it after he hit the ground. I said there wasn't anything there. He took it back to the left side where there was the crease, and then he was able to take it outside for the first down. 1st and goal, 4-yard line, 3:36 and counting on the clock, Marty.
Sutton up the middle, leans forward for maybe about a yard. 2nd and goal coming up. Coach Brennan, actually, before we even talk about that, Coughlin takes a timeout. They trail by 2.
Hi, this is Barb from John Diane Insurance Agency with your Cougar Fun Fact. Hazleton head coach Mike Brennan played Division I football for the Temple Owls.
Hi, Anita here from John Diana Insurance Agency. Did you know we saved your friends and family in the greater Hazleton area thousands of dollars by switching their insurance to JD Insurance?
Give Anita a call for a quote and she'll give you a $25 gift certificate from Third Base.
Call or go to our website and ask for me so I can give you a $25 gift certificate to Third Base.
When it comes to grooming, I don't trust just anyone. I trust the professionals at the Lazy Dog Salon. For a decade, the Lazy Dog Salon has my mojo looking his best. For your pet's grooming needs, call 570-459-0301.
Coughlin with 2 timeouts remaining, 3:13 left in the 4th. Cougars with a 2nd and goal from the 3. Approaching a drive of almost 6 minutes off the clock for Hazleton area. Adrian Otero back in the game at tailback. Sweats and Beelan to the bottom of your screen. Otero goes that way. Otero leans forward and no signal yet. They're going to mark him just shy of the goal line.
He's going to be about inside the 1, I would think, as we have a timeout.
Coughlin takes their 2nd timeout, down 2. We'll keep it here. 3rd and goal, just shy of the goal line.
Otero tried to get downhill and had a little bit of room, but Coughlin does an excellent job right there. A couple of Coughlin defenders right there to make the stop. So, ball on the 1.
I'd like to remind you, coming up this week, starting Wednesday night at 9:30, Sports Talk here on WYLN, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. I'll be joined by head coach Mike Brennan. We'll review this Coughlin game, get you set with a preview of the home opener against Scranton, and have highlights from tonight's game and much more. Sports Talk, starting Wednesday night at 9:30 here on WYLN with Coach Mike Brennan. And I think Coach is hoping to be 1-0 when he's sitting down with us next week. As we mentioned, that home opener against Scranton will be on the air next Friday night at 7.
What you want to do defensively is blow the line of scrimmage up. Maybe try to cause a miscue with the ball. Anything to cause a turnover.
Otero leaps. Touchdown, Cougars!
Otero did a great job going up and over for the touchdown. Good put, a little bit of push off that offensive line. Right here you see it. I'll tell you what, Carson Kinney not only ran the ball well, he made a very nice block there for Otero to get into the end zone. Carson Kennedy, offensive line, Cougars.
And what a big point here to make it a two-possession game. The hold is down. Williams' kick is up. No good. So Coughlin stays within a possession, down 8 with 2:58 remaining.
Mobility by Stephen, helping people regain their independence. With quality used mobility vans at great prices, personalized exceptional service. We not only sell our vans, we use them and count on them just like you do. Nationwide sales, satisfaction guaranteed. Mobility by Stephen has certified mobility consultants who understand how important a dependable mobility vehicle is to you and your family. Great prices, personalized exceptional service, quality vehicles you can count on. Financing options available. Call and get back in the driver's seat today.
Summer is almost over, but the fall savings are just beginning at Bedrock Gardens. Now is the time to purchase your patio furniture, fire pits, and hardscape materials for next spring. Stop in and save. Let them help you plan your yard improvement project for next spring. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Stop in and save today.
We welcome you back, and what a way to start our high school football season. Week number 1 from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. Hazleton area has come from behind, trailing at the half, to lead at 22-14, but that missed extra point keeps Coughlin in a one-possession game. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, tie ball game.
Marty Hazleton, Otero, 1-yard run. Great block from Carson Kinney. Kick after, failed. 22-14 Cougars. 12 plays, 79 yards. Most importantly, 6:04 off the clock.
And how about the answer after the Coughlin touchdown? The 12 plays, the 6:04, but on 3rd and 21, the big pass play, Van Belargen to Cabrera.
And Cabrera made a great play on the ball.
But Coughlin still in this game, down 8 with 2:58 left, but they only have 1 timeout remaining. Williams kicks it deep. Taken by Cole at the 10. He's across the 20. Cole brings it back, and he's going to be stood up shy of the 30. So Coughlin will take over there, needing to go 71 yards.
Good coverage by the kickoff team. Cole ran it up the middle and then tried to get outside, but the outside players for Hazleton were able to squeeze to the middle. So we have a 1st and 10 at the 30 of Coughlin. They have to go 70. And then they have to convert if they want to tie the ball game.
And on that last possession, they had to take 2 timeouts to preserve some time. So Coughlin with only 1 timeout remaining as well. 2:51 left on the 4th quarter clock on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Solar out of the gun, in motion is Cole. He'll get the football. Cole trying to get to the outside. He's across the 35. Cole is into Cougar territory, and Otero will push him out of bounds inside the 45. Good for a Harry's. You pull it. Coughlin first down.
Big play, first down. Cole is able to get to the corner, runs out of 2 tackles, basically. Otero finally runs him down.
Ball marked at the Cougar 41, 1st and 10.
Not only big gain, but he stopped the clock.
Call in motion this time to the bottom of your screen, but Solar keeps. And Solar will be brought down by Beelan after a gain of about 6.
After the big gainer, you could see that coming as Solar made the fake, went back to his left, picked up about 7. Clock running, 1 timeout for the Crusaders.
They have a 2nd down and 4 from the Cougar 35. Solar being flanked by King and Cole. Out of the gun. Fake. Solar looking deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man. Caught. Touchdown. Nick Zalafi. And it's a 2-point game pending the 2-point conversion.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Otero went down. Whether he tripped, but Zalafi ran the route right into that middle area. Solar puts it on the money. So we said they had to go 70. They did it. And there you see, not a real strong pass rush. And there you see Otero as he went down. Zalafi with a good catch. Let's see what Coughlin comes up with in the way of a 2-point play.
Hazleton area took the timeout defensively, as this may be the biggest play for this Cougar defense, with 2:01 remaining. Hazleton area 22, Coughlin 20. Crusaders going for a 2-point conversion to tie. On the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, you see the 2:01 remaining. The conversion will be untimed. Ball marked at the 3.
Very entertaining first game, Marty.
Hopefully a sign of things to come with our 2015 season. Full 10-game slate, which for Hazleton area fans will have 8 of their 10 games. And we'll also have trips to Monoy City and Tamaqua coming up on our schedule. So we're looking forward to this 2015 season, which we hope will be as good as tonight's ball game. And I think no matter what happens tonight, Coach Brennan and his football team has caught the attention of a lot of people in this Wyoming Valley.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Marty. If you watch them play tonight, they played with purpose. And let's see what they come up with here.
Solar under center. He's going to keep it. Leans forward, and
I don't see a signal.
No good. No good. He stopped shy of the goal line. Eddie Beelan with the tackle. Hazleton area keeps the 2-point lead.
Let's take a look at that. There's Beelan right there. Great tackle. Beelan with the very, very on the ankles. Fell forward. Solar fell forward, but couldn't get it to the end zone.
Now, special teams. 2:01 remaining. Coughlin with only 1 timeout left. Do you play for the onside kick here?
If I were Coughlin's coach, I'd come over and say, we're onside kicking, so you better be ready for it. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You get your onside kick people, hopefully your receivers, your front people on the onside kick, make the blocks. Your second group, recover the ball. You don't want a lineman trying to handle the ball here.
Are you trying to say back in your folded helmet days that you weren't part of the hands team?
They made sure I was as close to the bench as I could be. I can't see you kicking it away, Marty, when you have 1 timeout and there's 2:01 left. I would think that you'd have to.
Hazleton area is prepared for the onside kick. Cinti goes with it. Loose, and I believe Eddie Beelan has recovered at midfield for Hazleton area. What a great couple of plays in the last sequence for Eddie Beelan, making the tackle to preserve the lead, and now getting the football on the onside kick.
No doubt about it. Eddie Beelan has come up 6'3", 215 senior. He's come up real big here. Marty Coughlin, Zalafi, 35-yard pass from Solar. PAT, Solar run failed. 3 plays, 70 yards. Hazleton area, 22. Coughlin, 20. 2:01 left. 1 timeout left for the Crusaders. When do you stop it? I think you stop it early.
Cougars will go out of the eye with Cabrera in motion to the bottom of your screen. This is Otero. Otero is going to be brought down. Loses the football, and Cabrera's there to recover.
I'll tell you what, Cabrera and Beelan have come up huge. Hold on to the ball. Here you see it. Otero makes a nice cut outside. You know why that fumble occurred? The ball should be on the outside, not the inside. I'm sure that's something that the coaching staff will look at and correct.
So it'll make it a 2nd and 7 from the Coughlin 46. Crusaders did not take the timeout. Clock continues to run.
I would think if they do not gain much yardage here.
Fake the toss to Sutton. This is Kinney. Kinney inside the 45 to the 43, a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 4, and Coach Cinti uses his 3rd and final timeout with 1:04 remaining. We'll keep it here. Hazleton area looking to go to 1-0 in this 2015 season, leading 22-20. They have a 3rd down and 4 coming up. Coughlin used their last timeout. Ball marked at the Coughlin 43.
One of the things, you're looking at 64 seconds here, 1:04. The clock will not start until the ball is snapped, Marty. If you run the ball, let's say you run it wide and the play takes 5 or 6 seconds. By the time you get back to the ball, or to the huddle, wait for the official to give the set signal. The referee will give that. And then it's 25 seconds from there. So on 3rd down, that could all be moot if you pick up the first here, but let's see what happens.
And we're going to have a substitution penalty called against Hazleton area, as both Otero and Sutton were in the game, and Sutton tried to get off. So the 5-yard penalty brings it back to the 48, makes it 3rd and 9.
Now you make the whole situation a little more interesting because the clock still hasn't moved. Now you have 3rd and 9 instead of 3rd and 4.
Cougars shift with Swetson. Kinney to the top of your screen. Otero goes the opposite way. Stays on his feet and is brought down at the 42. It'll bring up 4th down and 3.
Let the clock run. We talked about that. Let's see when he sets it. It's going to be 4th down. He sets it at 46 seconds. They have to get.
Now, Coach Brennan is right by the official.
He's going to, when it runs down to 21 seconds, he will call the timeout.
Take every last possible second you can. They'll say 22.2 seconds remaining timeout Cougars. They'll be left with 1. Otero on the night, 24 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. But his biggest play of the night, Joe, may be that interception in the 3rd quarter, down 7-3, where it looked like Solar didn't see him, stepped in front of the pass, returned it 35 yards for the touchdown. To this point, put Hazleton area ahead for good, and Adrian Otero, our Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. 24 carries, 106 yards, 2 interceptions, including what looks to be the big interception that gave Hazleton area the lead for good, but they still have 22 seconds to finish off here. Brown and Wright go back deep, awaiting the punt from Williams.
Got to have coverage here.
High kick. Takes a Cougar roll into the end zone. 15.1 seconds left. Coughlin will have it at the 20. Coughlin out of timeouts. So defensively, the main key is can't let anybody get behind you.
Yeah, I'll tell you, one of the things you want to talk to your defensive front is, hey, if you put some pressure on the quarterback here, it's going to make it a lot easier. Let's see what the Cougars come up with as they come up with a cloud top type coverage. Two corners are tight.
Solar out of the gun with 15.1 seconds remaining.
You got to look at deep middle. You got to look at deep middle.
Solar being pressured. Flag is thrown. We may have a hold against Coughlin as Sweats was applying the pressure.
Yeah, they're going to take him back.
8.9 seconds remain. The yardage is just as important as the time that went off the clock.
Tried to run a wheel route to the bottom of the formation. By that I mean the inside receiver, the slot man, came around and tried to go up to the sideline. Think what you're asking, and again, Solar tried to scramble.
So the ball will be back all the way to the 9.
Secondary has to understand, Marty, nobody gets behind you. I mean, it's as simple as that.
8.9 seconds remain. Solar looking to pass. Deep down the middle of the field, he has a man. It's complete. Being brought down at the 40 is Cole. 2.1 seconds remain. The officials have to set the ball. I would think Solar will come up and down it. It'll leave them with about a second remaining at the 40.
I would think you'd see a spike here very quickly.
Solar has to get them set. Clock is wound. He'll down it with a second coming off. 1.1 second remains. Last play of the game from the Coughlin 40.
Let them complete it underneath. Don't let them complete it over the top. That's basically what you have right here, Marty. Again, if you can get some pressure, but they're only rushing 4, dropping 7.
Solar will go out of the gun.
Trips to the left. They're going to run them down the field.
Solar being pressured. Trying to get away. Sweats brought him down. Hazleton area wins the game. 22-20 over Coughlin. Mike Brennan is 1-0 in 2015 due to the sack by Kyle Sweats.
Sweats put great pressure on at the end. Great job by the Hazleton area Cougars coming away with their first win.
And what a ball game to start off our 2015 season. Game was only 7-3 at the half. How about the exciting second half? Hazleton area with a big third quarter, capitalizing on 2 Coughlin turnovers to take a 16-7 lead. They hold on for a 22-20 win. So many heroes that I think Coach Brennan can talk about. He's down on the field. 1-0 on the season, and he's with Gabriella.
Thank you, Marty. Coach Brennan, you guys were at one point. How significant was that interception for a touchdown by Otero?
Big plays. We preach it. Adrian made a great play. Our kids battled through it. We taught toughness the entire season, and tonight you saw toughness.
Would you say that interception ran in for a touchdown changed the momentum of the whole game?
You know what? It was a great football game. There was ups and downs. We had some downs, but last year our kids wouldn't have fought through that down. Tonight they fought through that down, and I'm really proud for our kids. I'm so happy for them right now. These kids deserve it. I said our school deserves it, our community deserves it, and those guys deserve it.
Thank you, Coach. Great start to the season. Good luck next week. Back to you, Marty.
Thanks a lot, Gabriella. And Joe, you nodded, and you know better than me, being a former football coach, when he said toughness and he said how last year Certain points of this game would have kept them down, but they kept fighting, they kept battling. They get the 2-point win.
You know what, Marty, and I don't want to sound too philosophical. You take a step on the field, you also have to take that same step between your ears as a player. And I think the Cougars did that tonight.
So many heroes to talk about. Adrian Otero, our Fairway Chevrolet player of the game, carried the ball 24 times, 106 yards and a touchdown. The interception return when they were down 7-3 from 35 yards out, where I really don't think Solar saw him, and he stepped in front, took it 35 yards, put Hazleton area, as it turned out, ahead for good, 10-7. They ended up getting a fumble recovery. How about Eddie Beelan? He got a touchdown reception from 16 yards out, made the game-saving tackle on the 2-point conversion, stopping Solar short of the goal line, and then got the recovery on the onside kick.
How about Carson Kinney? Good yardage, great block on the touchdown by Otero. Cabrera coming back and making some great catches, and then that fumble recovery.
The 35-yard reception on a 3rd and 21 in what was the drive that put Hazleton area up 8. A 12-play, 79-yard drive with 6:04 remaining, or 6:04 off the clock in the 4th. Otero went in for with 2:58 remaining, but that Cabrera play, another huge play. And then through all that, at the very end, Kyle Sweats gets the sack to end the ball game. A total team effort. And you talked about when Hazleton area running the football, and when you come to Coughlin, you know they're going to be very physical. I thought the one group that really succeeded tonight was that Hazleton area offensive line.
I did a very, very good job. They created some creases. You know, you don't have running backs rush for that much yardage without a decent job by your offensive line. I think they did an excellent
controlling the football for 33 minutes, 46 seconds, only 14-14 for Coughlin. You know, the ball controlling so much that Coughlin wants to do. Hazleton area took it away from them right from the start. I thought even at the beginning, those couple 3-and-outs defensively that the Cougars had were big for them defensively.
I don't think there's any doubt. I think defensively they did an adequate job up front. Offensively, very good job. And like you said, too many heroes to talk about. When it all comes down to it, Marty, it's a W, and that's what you're looking for.
And what a great game number 1 of our 2015 season here on WILN. Can only hope for another 9 great ones, Coach. We're going to say so long from Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium. For our director, Barry J.S. For stats by the Dean of Stats, Mr. Jim Burns. For Gabriella Justin. For the coach, Joe DeMelfi. I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score. Hazleton area 22, Coughlin 20. Join us next Friday night live at 7 for the home opener for Hazleton area. They'll play host to the Scranton Knights. Will be on the air next Friday night live at 7. It will also be on the air statewide on PCN. Scranton, Hazleton area next Friday night. Game of the week here on WILN. This has been a WILN Sports Special presentation. Good night from a steamy Wilkes-Barre.
Stop by or call them at 788-1773 for delicious fresh